All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the level ideas in our Discord, our platform. It's one of the things that I do every day is I give out level ideas for daily trades. They can be swings. They can be 1 to 2 day swings. They can also just be intraday, which is basically how I trade them. Because we already have a level 99s and level 25s, which are decently sized swings. Those range from anywhere from multiple days to a week to even a month at some points. So these are meant to be everyday plays, so they're refreshed. So you have something to trade every day if you want that, and if you need that. So let's just hop right into this. We'll look at how I draw up my levels on the daily chart, what I'm looking for to keep things simple. That's something that I try to do a lot of right now is keeping things simple because I have so much going on in the room that I want to be able to alert 10 different things, which I alert probably 5 or 6 different styles of trading right now, but I want to get up to 30 different styles of trading because you have scalping. I have 10, 15 different kind of scalp strategies that I want to share with you guys. I've got different intraday strategies that I want to share with you guys. I've got crypto stuff. I've got small caps, mid caps, and large cap ideas. I mean, there's just endless stuff going on in our Discord. I'm so excited about it. But the core of it has always been these level ideas. And I did it 2 ways in the past. I've done it very intraday, so I'm just looking at the 1 hour and 30-minute chart. As of late, I've switched over to the daily and doing a strategy that I did when I first started out trading. The reason I switched over to this right now is because, well, one, the win rate's a little bit higher. The profit taking is more straightforward. They might be smaller moves than the other version of this, but it's far more straightforward, which is helpful for people coming in and who are new traders. So what I look for and how to trade these and the take profit zones and the stop loss zones. We're going to go over all of that. Okay. So to start, what do I scan? How do I find these setups? So what I like to do is find inside days. Man, gosh, that's ugly. Okay, so I like to find inside days. The reason I like inside days is because it's a form of consolidation within the range. And I really like ranges. I like consolidation. I don't like trading in consolidation, but I like watching it for breaks on the upside or the downside. And part of this, these scans, as we grow as a community, I'm going to start developing the strategy a little more to outside days, to 2-1-2s, to 2-3-2s, and all this other strategy stuff you'll see. But right now, I'm not every play is an inside day, but that's the core of it. Right here, I'm going to show you CCL. Yesterday was an inside day. And what that means is that this entire range of the entire trading session yesterday took place inside the previous day's trading session. So you see here's 2 days ago. This is the full bar of the first. On the second, it traded completely and entirely within the wicks. And so I'm looking for, which I consider consolidation. And so I'm looking for the upside or the downside move. This is a great example because we kind of get a poke down to the bottom and then we get an upside move. So what I suggest doing when I say these, when I show you these levels, I suggest you come in, you grab your tool and you draw your lines so you understand where they're at. And then what I do is I go down to the 30 minute, and the 15-minute are the ones that I trade this on, okay? Earlier entry is going to be 15-minute. If you want to be in and out faster on the closes, in and out much quicker with the take profits and the stop losses and all that stuff, you can trade off the 15-minute with these. However, it is higher risk because you're taking away some level of confirmation with this, which is fine. Just know the risk. So let's look at the 30-minute here, okay? Because this is normally what I trade on, 30-minute. Okay, so here's that range I was talking about. The purple lines is the range from the previous day. So here's our open. Our open actually goes down and bops the bottom of the it opened right here, and it goes down. It almost bops the line perfectly, bottom range, and then comes all the way back up, and then the next half-hour candle closes above our top range. Now, here's something I look for. This is our top range, but look at this. Sometimes you'll look left, like, oh wow, there's some resistance there. This is minor resistance because it's nowhere else to be found. So it's not bopping off of that level like 3 or 4 times in a row. But in cases that you see that, you can move your entry up a little bit more to fit that resistance if you just want to be a little safer, take a little bit more risk off the table in that way. But here we don't really have that. We've got one little thing and it's a couple cents above, so it's not a big deal. So we get a close. I'm entering here at the close is 23.08. So I'm in at 23.08 with call options, hopefully in the money or near the money. Especially on CCL, you don't want to be picking anything like $1 out because it just won't move and it'll get premium burned really hard. So go in the money or near the money at least, maybe one contract out of the money if you can swing it that way. So then we get our close. We get, oh man, it's pulling back. It's going back down. But here's the thing. With these stop losses, this is why I like intraday, is because the stop losses are simple. You can do a like a miniature stop loss, which would be, okay, it's just below that level again, right? Okay, if this candle, the next candle after our entry, if it closes below that, back inside the zone, that's my stop loss. That's fine. That's how I trade it. Especially if the swing low is all the way down here, which is outside the range. So I wouldn't want to wait all the way down. That's a full $1, basically. Or more less than $1. 60 cents. I don't want to wait for that, right? So stop loss could be below the entry candle. If you want, that's a really tight stop loss, but that's fine. And I'll show you a losing trade that actually popped up today of why that can be okay, or why it cannot be, or a few different examples of stop losses. So we get our entry. It does come down, but doesn't close. It closes nicely above. Now you're probably wondering, okay, close above, you're in the money. The next candle's up. You're in the money. You're up here. Where are you taking profit? So what I do is on my entry candle. This is what I do more often than not. I look at the ATR value. So 17 cents. Okay, so 17 cents from our entry is my gosh, math is 18 is 25 ish. No, it's 25, not ish. It's 25. So 23.25 is our first take profit. So where do we hit 23.25? Well, we actually hit it on this candle. 23.23 is the high. Well, close. Okay, so the next one. So 23.23, 23.25 ish. And I call it zones because down to the penny, I just don't like that. I like zones. So I usually do a delta of, and by delta I mean a variable of 2 cents, depending on the stock, which I'll show you another example. Don't worry. But for this one, I would say, okay, 17 cents is fine. I'm looking for 15 cents. I'm looking for 19, 20 cents, whatever it is. So we do hit our take profit here. But another thing you can do is go back to here, especially for swing. You can look and say, okay, what's the previous day before the inside? It's right here, 23.10. Wow, that's not a good take profit. It's only 3 cents above our entry. You can go and say, okay, let's see, where's the next level of resistance? Oh, it's up here, kind of this zone right here, off this wick, and this broke down below that. So, okay, this is our next level of resistance, which was previous support. So it's 23.42. That can be a take profit. So you have different ways of setting take profits. I prefer the ATR value. I find it to be very reliable, and you're not sitting in trades very long. You know the stock has the capability to move that much. You're not setting a take profit of too much or too little. And actually, if you go back to the 30-minute chart, the stop loss, let's see, 23.08 down to, what's the open of this? What's the open? 22.98. So you're looking at a 20-cent stop loss. And the ATR value at that time was 17. So that's the delta, right? That's that variable. It's 2 to 3 cents. So that's why I say you can add 2, 3, or subtract 2 or 3 cents on small ATR values like that. This ended up going past the take profit anyways. So that's a nice little winner. Now let's look at a loser, because we haven't had a loser in a long time. So when we get them, let's look at them. Oh my gosh, this is so ugly. Okay, go to the daily. Here is, let's get rid of that. Here is our inside day. So here is a possible take profit. Here is a possible stop loss. And here's another possible take profit. And here's another possible take profit, which actually gets hit. So let me look here. Okay, so we're back in this chart on the 15-minute this time. I can go 30-minute, but I like 15 minutes on faster move or mid cap, large cap stocks. Okay, so here's our levels. Here's our open. We get a close above our level on the 15-minute and on the 30. So it's not like one or the other is telling us anything different. It doesn't matter which one you're having. So if you did set a take profit based on the previous days, that would have been hit here. That's not a great take profit. It's not bad, but that's necessary scalp. For me, I'm looking back at the daily and thinking this has all of a full dollar move in, or a 50-cent move in it to 60-cent move in it. This hit off of our entry. How much was it? This close. So our entry was 234.30, and the high was almost 40 cents above that, which is less than our ATR value. So this is really just a loser, no matter which way you look at it. It didn't hit our ATR value. It was 20 cents off of our ATR value. It was 20 cents off of a decent take profit based on the previous day's highs and closes. So get this flush down. Let's go to the 30-minute, because this is super ugly. It's so funny to look at. Hey, it closed by our level, and then bam. It doesn't close. Let's see. Our open was 232.89, 234.32. Yeah, so it does not close. Wow, on the dot, actually, on the penny. It closed on the exact open. So it doesn't close below it. It closed on the penny. So what do you do with this? Really, where's your stop loss? So you're like, well, okay, it's not a clear stop loss here. It is an outside bar. You do have a reversal signal, but then you get another reversal signal back up with a 231. Oh, I could go into how ugly this is. When you get a three outside bar. So when you see this 3 number, it's an outside bar. So what that means is it traded above the previous bar on both sides, above and below. See this little tiny wick that went below? Yeah. So then you have an inside bar, and on this inside bar, it goes all the way back up, which means you might be break even if you didn't get scared and stop out. So okay, let's call it a break even trade. It's a losing-ish trade if premium burn hit, which it probably didn't within that span, but if it did, okay, you're looking at a small loss to a break even trade, right? And then this stupid thing continues. This inside bar, you get a break of it. Oh no, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna reverse back up. This thing is just ugly right now. Look at these 3 bars should tell you just don't trade the stock right now. That sucks. It sucks. I'm glad that the trade turned out to be kind of a break-even trade, but my gosh, it's ugly. So if you didn't get stopped out here because it went down to the penny and you held, that's great. You got your break-even, maybe even a small win. Yeah, maybe even a tiny win. I don't even know. I'm going to call it a failed trade. I'm not going to call it a winning trade. Break-even to a losing one. But the unique thing is there was no clear stop. I guess the swing low of this could be the stop loss. So you have like a pivot up, you have A and the B, so below the B move. which I will get into in another video, the ABC pattern, which is one of my favorite patterns for scalping. You could set it there, which you can look over here. It bops right off of that right here, and obviously it's reversing back up. So it's one of those, are you actually stopped out of this trade? For me, I probably would have stopped out, gosh, honestly, I probably would have held down to here and actually made it a losing trade. I want to know that I'm going to lose a trade. You know what I mean? I don't want to stop out here, break even, and then it go up. Sometimes I just want to know that it's a losing trade. So right here, obviously, it closes below that range, that candle. So I'm stopping out, which is fine. It's a losing trade. So not every trade that we take is a winning trade, but holy cow, we're at 89, 90% right now. Actually, upwards of 93% now with these level ideas, which is fantastic. Let's look at one more to see the benefits of these trades. So here we go. We have on the daily with Ally, which is common stock we trade. I don't know why you're not magnetized to that. There we go. Very common stock that we trade in this room. I don't know why I like it, but I think it's a simple one to trade. So you have your inside bar, you have your take profit right here, and then your secondary take profits right here. Why is that red? Purple. Well, that's kind of annoying me. It's a different purple. Purple. Okay. Well, that's still different. Oh well. So your secondary, you have first take profit, second take profit. Let's go on a 30-minute chart. Yeah, let's go 30-minute. All right. So on the 30-minute, you get entry above the previous inside day, and you get entry confirmation above the first take profit. So that's kind of a bummer because you miss out on the first take profit because it's above your entry. But here we can just use ATR. So our entry is 49.82 with an ATR value of 30 cents. So we move up. We move up about 30 cents. Actually, pretty darn near the penny, and we get a push higher. But what's cool is your entry is right here. You have a clear take profit from the daily, right? So you're entering here. Actually, 82. So you're entering like right here, and you see right here that you have your take profit from one of the previous days, and it hits it. Boom! Nice winning trade. You had no reason to try to get more unless you want to throw a runner and try to get up to 51.89 and then up to here and then up to here. But to me, a winning trade is great, especially when it's a clear take profit zone, which this is. And yeah, it's very simple, straightforward trade. I really liked it. Really liked the setup, and it broke out and gave us a little extra room too for a little extra width. So guys, I hope that's clear. Just to recap, we are trading mainly inside days. We do have some like BABA that is not an inside day. It's simply a level. So if you go to the daily, I'm looking at a break below a big red bar. I'm looking at previous resistance. Some of the trades are like that. And most of them are going to be inside bars like CCL and Ally and Crowd. These are going to be very easy, straightforward setups with known take profit zones and stop loss zones. And they're going to be very intraday. So you're not really going to be swinging these. If you want to swing, obviously we have the other level 99s, level 25s. You can swing these if you're taking multiple contracts and want to throw out runners after the certain take profit zones. So guys, that is how I am trading these. These have such a high win rate. Doesn't mean there's not going to be a loser. Obviously, we looked at lows that one lost, break even to a loser depending on how you traded it. But these setups are great, and I look forward to giving you guys more setups and going more in depth with these. If you guys have questions about this, just let me know.